Red, blue, purple light. Friends. Red, blue, purple light. Friends. Facts. Red, blue, purple light. Friends. Red and blue, purple light. Friends. Facts. You can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I open my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts. Peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light to the family. Peace, love and light to the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.
Yeah. We here now, look around. Stone Mountain. Ancestors in the wind. It's the gathering. What more can they say? Yeah. We rise through the smoke, step on ancient stone, blood in the roots, but we claim this throne. Drums in the distance, voices in the air, every shade, every tribe, yeah, we all right here. From the crabs in the bucket to the peak we climb, truth in the circle, can't block the shine. Whitewash pages, we rewrite those lines at the top of the mountain, we redefine. Yo, Masons can't fake this, no fear factor. Unified frequency, we the real reactors. Talk to the elders, wisdom came faster. Now the youth carry torch, light moves past you.
We all gather now, let the healing begin. Ancestors smile while the flags unfurl.
Look, root races met at the peak today. Polarian, Hyperbarian paved the way. Atlantean echoes through the stones we lay. Now crystalline visions in the sun rays.
Peace, family. Peace to you and yours. Peace, family. Peace to you and yours. Peace to you and yours. Peace to you and yours. Welcome, welcome, welcome to Third Eye Thursdays. You are now rocking with the best, yes. Let me know how we sound on the audio, people. Let me know how we sound on the audio before we even continue. All right. Peace to the tribe. Peace to everybody in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Shout out to the KT aliens out there. We sounding good? Awesome, awesome, slawsome. That's what's up. All right. Yes, we have an early show today. Third Eye Thursdays, early episode. You know what I'm talking about? While y'all getting off of work. Very much anticipating this strong end coming up. Very much anticipating this strong end, the Stone Mountain strong end. It's gonna be lit. It's gonna be lit. You feel me? We got so many people coming into town. There's people already in town right now. So shout out to all of y'all. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody pulling up. Shout out to everybody that's on the road on the way to the A. Shout out to everybody that's coming to the A mañana. And shout out to people who are going to pull up on Saturday. You feel me? Salute to all of y'all. We see you. You know what I'm talking about? We'll cover some things today as to what's going down. I'm gonna play a few videos. I'm gonna play some content just to give everybody a heads up as to what's going on, and we will talk about some of the topics that are dominating the news headlines. But of course, you feel me? Like, we don't want to forget about that, right? We're gonna deal with all of it. We're gonna deal with all of that today. So let's go ahead and do the roll call. Let's see who's in the building. And by doing that, we can move forward and start the show. Okay. So let's go ahead and do roll call. Shout out to everybody in the building. We want to know where you're tapping in from. I'm tapping in from Atlantis, ATL, KTL, and the ATL. You know what I mean? Shout out to the A. You dig? Shout out to the A. So yeah, let's go ahead and make that happen, and then we're gonna get to the conversation for today. Okay, so we got London in the building. Shout out to London in the building, the UK, man. Them. Shout out to London. Shout out to South Carolina in the building. You dig? Shout out to PG County, DC, Washington State in the building. We see you. All right. Shout out to Washington State. Okay. Star City, Virginia. Never heard of this. Never drove past it. Never met somebody from there. Never heard it in a rhyme. I'm curious. Where is Star City? Shit sound fire. Why didn't they produce any rappers? That's a layup though. Power moves. Why didn't they produce any rappers? It could have been a Star City crew. We would have believed them niggas. You know what I'm talking about? Ann Arbor, Michigan, 734. Shout out to Ann Arbor in the building. We see you, Ann Arbor. Yeah, dig. Washington State. Salute to you. Liechtenstein. Am I pronouncing that correctly? Liechtenstein or Liechtenstein? Please give me the pronunciation respectfully. Tampa, Florida in the building. Shout out to Tampa, Florida. Shout out to Spartanburg. Okay. You said no, but fam, you literally live in a tongue twister. Help me out. This is not a melanated place. This is not Wakanda. You know what I'm talking about? So where do you live? Like, how do you pronounce that respectfully? Okay, so George Lynch and J.J. Reddick are from Star City. Explains it. Okay. All right now. I'm gonna do the research on Star City. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go to ChatGPT right now and pull it up. Star City, Virginia. Why do they call it Star City? It can't just be the stars in the sky. What the hell is going on? Star City, VA. What are we dealing with? I said, Star City, Virginia. Tell me some fun facts about the town. I'm gonna put that other town in there too, Leechburg. I'm gonna put that in there too. I want to know what the hell and what's going on. What the helly? What the helly? Okay. Perched atop Mill Mountain. This iconic lighted star first illuminated on Thanksgiving Eve, November the 23rd, 1949. It weighs 10,000 pounds. Lord have mercy. Okay, so that's Star City is Roanoke. Am I pronouncing that right? Roanoke. Yeah, that's where that. Okay, I'm familiar with that. That's where all of those settlers died. Those pilgrims. They said those pilgrims were deceased in their first when they had to the first what you call it one of the first colonies, right? Where is uh, tell me some fun facts. I just uploaded a video to BTW. Um, Blue Pill. Okay, we just uploaded a video with Blue Pill, and Blue is going in talking about this strong in. Okay, so Liechtenstein is in Europe and it's between Switzerland and Austria. It sounds like where the Illuminati is from. What the helly? What the helly? How to pronounce? What's going on in over there? What are they in? What are they dealing with? What's the economy over there? That would be my question. What is the economy? What's the main economy over there? It's pronounced Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein. Is that correct? Liechtenstein? Is that correct? Portland, Oregon. Shout out to Portland, Oregon. You said finance is the number one commodity. What finance? I'm curious. What's the finance? What because finance is the number one commodity. I've never met nobody from there. This must be where dude from Despicable Me is from. Grok. Groot. Somebody said their main economy was selling niggas. Let me find out. What's going on over there? You feel me? That's why we do the roll call, so we could become enlightened. I could become enlightened. They have their own crypto, LCX. That's what's up. That's what's up. Bunch of private banks, money's management, and ting. Well, like I said, Illuminati. Illuminati. Because when you think about it, they always got beef. It's always some drama in like the continent, Middle East, and all of that. But nobody never bombed Switzerland. It's double landlocked. It has a prince. You guys got a prince. You don't have a military. It's super safe. So please, you can't talk tough. It's super safe over there. It was once accidentally invaded by Switzerland, and you could rent the entire country for 70 bands a night. What the hell? You mean to tell me we could rent the whole country? Okay. It's one of the richest countries per capita. Thanks to strong banking, manufacturing, and finance sectors, It ranks amongst the wealthiest nations per person. They celebrate their national day with beer and royalty. It has more companies than people. No airports, but a lot of mountain charm. You got to fly into Switzerland or Austria. And then how many melanated people are there? I'm curious. Give me the percentage of black faces or dark skin over there. I just want to know and whatnot. I would like to know. You dig? I would like to know. But yeah, they haven't been invaded. You said that they're not neutral, but they haven't been invaded. You know what I mean? They have not been invaded. Something going on. They hide a lot of money, a lot of that slave money. You said it's very Templar. You said a lot of plasma from damn sure a lot of plasma, bro. I know they over there cooking niggas. Lord have mercy. I know it. I could just smell it. I could just smell it. I'm literally going for the
Liechtenstein. Liechtenstein.
Yo, shorty, you know I'm from Liechtenstein, right? We got banking and shit. Balling. We balling, baby.
Liechtenstein.
Baby. We balling, baby. That's more like it. Liechtenstein. Yo, shorty. I need you to pull up to Liechtenstein. I got the Airbnb. You know what I'm talking about? I'm about to count some money together. Yeah. Sounds interesting. You know? I'm gonna go ahead and do a little more research on that. There's an estimated 120,000 Africans or people of African descent living on Swiss soil. Octoplasma in every U.S. hood, flown to Switzerland, Liechtenstein, blood clots. Yo, they got blood suckers over there. Let me see. What's your name? Dogon. Are there blood suckers over there? Have you met any vampires? Because they said that they fly in the plasma over there. And the Liechtenstein means licked and steined. I never seen a country named after a Stein or a Berg. Wait. I have, but this is a new one. Just wondering. But anyway, moving forward, y'all. Yeah, let me pull up some of these videos so we could check some things out. I did a show yesterday and my computer was acting real boo-foo. So I wasn't able to do everything. So
welcome back to Abundantly Vegan.
Check us out, y'all.
Welcome back to Abundantly Vegan, where all the food is vegan in season. Don't do me. You know I had the right turn for the high vibrational nourishment. This is my safe space to fuel my body chakra. Ashe. Okay, what would you like to invest in today? Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead. You already know. The elevated enchiladas. Abundantly delicious. That chickpea no tuna. Abundantly satisfying. Yeah, on the grain-free, soy-free, gluten-free, invisible bun. Abundantly raw seed. Extra virgin seaweed. The one with the avocado oil. Abundantly healthy. Anything else you would like to invest into today? Oh, let me get a side of mozzarella sticks too. Yeah, them mozzarella sticks go hard. Abundantly speaking, yes they do. Peace, beloved. Is that melanin? Peace, King. How you been healing? In divine alignment with my highest self. I see you still like to receive your vegan food. Well, you know I gotta have her fuel. Ashe. Out here in these Babylonian streets, gotta stay nourished. Your mindset is so attractive, but too bad you ain't trying to receive me. You just released me and quantum leaped out my life. Hilarious. I've been healing in the house, in hermit mode. Ashe, respect. My third eye see how you been healing in divine order. As within, so without.
Come on, throat chakra.
I see your aura glowing.
Oh yeah, Rossi.
Okay, I see your locks got length now. Okay, come through.
Yeah, I guess you can say I've been healing in hermit mode too, but charging in the sun.
Yeah.
Do you still need to place your order?
Oh no, I just got no place in my order. Did you get yours yet?
I already ordered.
Okay, respect.
You know you was on my crown chakra.
Oh, so you had me on your crown chakra.
Respectfully speaking.
And what thoughts were you thinking?
About taking you to higher elevations.
Respect that, Rossi.
Ashe, yeah, it's about to be a whole healing experience. A Stone Mountain meetup.
Okay, when?
Next Saturn day, June 28th.
Let me check my calendar. Y'all can hold space for next strong end.
Rossi. Oh, and it's gonna be a comedy show too.
Oh, you already know I'm up for that. I love me some comedy. High vibrational conscious comedy.
Respect, I see how you healing, but it's not gonna be like Christian comedy.
Oh no, not vegan cheesy. Little Christiana.
Hilarious. No, it is more like
Good
good
to
healing.
healing.
Yeah, look at us. So next strong end.
Yeah, I'm with
Here's
it.
a season for you to heal out the house. Get some of this vitamin D.
Respect that, Rossi.
And I meant that with all respect.
Okay.
But yeah, gratitude for receiving my
All right.
invitation.
All right, so utilize my mathematicals. I'll be waiting on your finger chakra.
It seems that in my lifetime,
Receive melanin.
Respect.
Respect. Receive. Yo, why somebody just sent me a video and said that these are the people that live over in Liechtenstein. Check this out. Shout out to all of my Liechtensteins. Let's go.
a new type of enlightened. Can someone explain to me the phenomenon of this personality type?
I am great.
It seems that in my lifetime, a new type of enlightened individual has emerged. Someone who claims to be able to channel godlike entities.
Feel the energy of the blue avians.
And aliens from other dimensions.
Here are 3 signs that you might be an Arcturian starseed.
They appear to be and present themselves as being extremely spiritual or in touch with otherworldly phenomena.
Yes, we are here. We are here. We are very happy to be here. Yes, indeed, dear one. Yes, we are here.
But what's really going on here? Are these people part of a new spiritual revolution? Or is it simply an identity where people display themselves on social media as spiritually enlightened?
I'm a starseed. I'm a starseed.
Can living like these people suggest actually make your life more tolerable and meaningful? Or is it all a bunch of f***ing bullshit? You be the judge. Buy my shirt.
Now, this is not what the fuck is gonna happen on Stone Mountain. This is not the people on the flyer coming to Stone Mountain. No disrespect to that group and to that movement and whatnot, but that's not what we about. No disrespect. If anybody gets on that mountain and start doing that weird shit, you are getting oh man, shout out to all of the fam over in Liechtenstein and other places doing their best Coachella, but that's just not what we about to do. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't doing that. We not doing it. And let's play that again. Becky Hotep.
Can someone explain to me the phenomenon of this personality type?
I am great.
It seems that in my lifetime, a new type of enlightened individual has emerged. Someone who claims to be able to channel godlike entities.
Feel the energy of the blue avians.
And aliens from other dimensions.
Here are 3 signs that you might be an Arcturian starseed.
They appear to be and present themselves as being extremely spiritual or in touch with otherworldly phenomena.
Yes, we are here. We are here. We are very happy to be here. Yes, indeed, dear one. Yes, we are here.
But what's really going on here? Are these people part of a new spiritual revolution? Or is it simply an identity where people display themselves on social media as spiritually enlightened?
I'm a star seed. I'm a star seed.
Can living like these people suggest actually make your life more tolerable and meaningful? Or is it all a bunch of f***ing bullshit? You be the judge.
Gotta do better, bro. We gotta do better. Like, I've seen pictures of people going to retreats, and this is what they're surrounded by. A lot of that Sedona energy, a lot of that Sedona type of energy, a lot of that California Pacific type of energy. Yeah, that's shit like that you see. Where these people from? Where are these people from? What the fuck? What the hell? Like, where do they find these people? And what the hell is happening? Like, this is some crazy ass shit. I promise you, at first I thought it was AI, but it's not. It's some real life shit. You know? It's some real life shit. And that's why it's very important that we get together and we gather and we kind of like lay down the law, because we got to start drawing a certain line in the sand, a demarcation line. You know what I mean? You said that's LA, Portland, Seattle, Becky's. Yeah. I see them. I see them at Burning Man and Coachella and all of that. You know what I'm talking about? You know, for sure, Berkeley. You know what I mean? Like, yes, it's the new age Woodstock. It's the way that they evolve throughout the different eras, right? And this is not me beating up on nobody, right? This is not me beating up on nobody, because I don't like to pick on lower hanging fruit. But for those of us that were not born during the 60s and witness what is known as the hippie revolution, I'm giving you some context to how these things come about, because from somebody on the outside looking in, they would have thought that shit that you just saw was there first, and then our sisters started wearing septum rings and shit in their locks and whatnot. And that's not how that works. We're being copied. It's almost like satire and whatnot. You know what I mean? It's almost like how they copied Rastafari. You know what I'm talking about? It's almost like how they copied the so many indigenous movements and then gave it this weak ass fucking this weak ass remix. You know? We have to be more mindful of who we are allowing to clone us. Okay? Now look at Dogon showing his feelings. Black folk in America are the only people that burn their own villages. You understand? You see how that works? You gotta smoke certain things. You gotta bring certain people's their fragility. You gotta bring it out of them. You know what I'm talking about? You gotta bring it out of them. You know, you gotta bring it out by just speaking on truth. You know, by just standing on your truth. Okay. But the truth of the matter is that people are making fun of our culture. They're cosplaying. They're sneaking in. They're making it satire. You know what I'm talking about? They're cloning. And the shit is not funny. You know what I mean? It's actually sad and whatnot. Cause last time I checked, this movement was supposed to be about real shit. It was supposed to be about people changing their lives for the better. It's supposed to be about it's supposed to be about building something. And that's not what I'm seeing and whatnot. It's just a lot of charlatanism, a lot of people just hustling. You feel me? A lot of people just doing a lot of fuck shit, you know? But yeah, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. Now, this motherfucker is telling us that we fear what we don't know. And what exactly is that? What don't we know? Please let me know. What don't we know? What is it about y'all that we don't know? What is it about y'all that we don't know? Y'all just fucking came here. So please tell me, what is it? What's so secretive and mysterious and unknown about y'all that we don't fucking know? Please tell me that. I would love to know. And I'm assuming that you are Nordic. I'm assuming that you are a Nordic because you're not melanated. So please tell me what. Because if you say black folks fear what they don't know, either you're one of them, because you're damn sure not us. So what don't we know? What don't we understand? I'm just wondering. Y'all really just came here. Like, what the fuck? What the hell? So how could it's almost like you see how they framing this conversation right now for a man to be afraid of AI, right? You see how they're framing this whole thing about man being afraid of AI, but we lived in a day and time where we saw AI become what it is. We saw AI get created, right? So there's no way that there is no way that we would sit around and act like we don't know about AI when we were there from the beginning, right? There's not it's not over our heads. It's not something that we got to figure out. It's not like we got here and AI was here waiting for us. It's the same thing with the European. It ain't like we got here and you motherfuckers was sitting here waiting and you were showing us the planet. No, you got here while late. And it's not too much to figure out as to who you are and what it is and what y'all represent and what are y'all doing here. The writing is on the wall. Okay? The writing is on the wall. So, oh, this nigga think he's deep. He turned around Dogon to be no God. Okay, fam. Going in. You're going in. Yeah, you're going in, fam. You know? The version of AI that's being shown to the public is not entirely AI. Word. Interesting. What is this shit right here? I need somebody to explain to me. What the hell is going on with this shit right here? What is this? I'm really trying to figure out. I'm wrapping my mind around what the hell is the craze with this demonic doll? I'm really confused. Like, we just went over the Annabella shit. We just went over that whole Annabelle shit where you have consecrated dolls, right? These dolls have spirits in them, right? These dolls have entities and whatnot. These dolls, you know, they're carrying some type of energy with them. And then right after that, I turn around and there's this craze coming out of China with the Labubu doll. And it was, it was a thing in China, but now it's a thing in the Americas. And it literally caught on in the span of about a month, right? I saw it bubbling on TikTok. I saw the buildup and everything. And boom, that shit just hit, And it's a whole craze right now. The thing is, people don't know. And there's another doll now. They done replaced the Labubu doll with some other shit that looks more demonic. Right. Megan 2.0 movie is about to come out. Right. China's version of Kawaii, sexual misery / demonic possession programming. They was in Target fighting over it. The people can't be saved, bro. The people can't be saved. Here, Dogon said, y'all see any nigga able to expand his global horizons overseas as the enemy. Damn. What's going on over there in Lichten? Let me see what the fuck is going on in the water over there, young man? Because you over there bugging out on the goddamn internet right now. What's going on? What's going on in Liechtenstein? What you going through, bro? The Asian Chucky dolls. The Asian Chucky dolls. Your daughter was fiending for this doll. You feel me? Yeah, like what? Ask my daughter, like, what the fuck is going on? And she was kind of like, yeah, this, she was like, this is the new craze. And I was like, how? She was like, because it just is. I'm like, man, we got to stay on top of these children, bro. This TikTok shit and all of these other places. You want to get hold of the 44 tops right there. Buy me a coffee that you see scrolling and whatnot. Go and click on that link. And you could go ahead and go into the store and you could buy the single or the album. Okay? You could buy the single or the album. So now, Dogon, No God, says contractual obligations, nothing more, just contractual obligations. I mean, we were just asking you what's going on at the place where you have contractual obligations. You were being very secretive, sir. Or ma'am. I don't know what you are. But you were being very private, you know what I mean? And this is a public channel. So I don't know, we just assumed that you was a Nordic that was living over there in Liechtenstein. That's it. Cause you being high, you was hiding and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Like if you don't got nothing to hide. Oh, you boo ball. Oh, okay. So that's some ball shit that we got right here with this doll. Shout out to the good brother Ross Ben. You know what I mean? You be balls. What up, Jason? You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not feeling this shit. I'm not putting this in around my children at all. This is a no-go. This is a no-go. I was just wondering because I was like, let me see what this is about. Because this ain't, you know what I mean? The hell are we doing here? What are we doing here? So this is a story right here that is it's going to be a part of case law. This is a story that is something that we were going to talk about on Techno Tuesdays. However, we didn't have a Techno Tuesdays this Tuesday. We're going to make up for it. I just don't know what day we're going to make up for it. Shout out to Spin City. But there's been this whole thing going on with the AI and copyrights. Okay, people want to know if the major companies that are building these LLMs, large language models, do they have the right to scrape the whole entire internet of its copyrighted materials and utilize its materials for training? And a federal judge came back and said, well, the same way that a college student will buy multiple textbooks to enhance his or her knowledge, right, is the same way that these companies are utilizing copyrighted material to enhance the intelligence of the LLMs or the AI and whatnot. And they basically ruled that it is okay for these companies to train their models on copyrighted books without compensating or even crediting the authors. It's the same thing that I said before with the artwork in AI. I went to a million art shows, and there's at least every time that I go to the art show, 5 or 6 black boys, black men who are emulating Jean-Claude Basquiat. I'm talking about to the point where it's almost like a fraud. It's almost like plagiarism in terms. So nobody says nothing to them. Nobody says a word to them. I don't see anybody. Nah, you got to pack that up, fam. You can't be in here with no painting and you have the stroke of Basquiat, right? They don't say nothing to them about that. So you can't necessarily say anything about, because literally that's what the AI is basically. It's borrowing an art style and applying it to somebody's quote unquote output. You know, hey, life ain't fair, man. We live in a day and age where it's not a lot of shit that's fair. I'm not lobbying, but I'm just calling out the hypocrisy that I see, because these niggas be copying from the fashion designers to the sneaker designers. Look at Cool Key and all of those people that was stealing. Look at Bapesters. They was copying the motherfucking Nike mold of the Uptown. And they was copying the Jordan 1 mold. Nobody had nothing to say about that. Right? They literally copied that shit. Virgil Abloh told you the copying, how to steal from other artists. He basically told you how to steal from other artists. And nobody had nothing to say about the 3% rule. But now, oh my goodness, listen. I don't even know what to say at the end of the day. You know? Yeah, nothing new under the sun. I really don't know what to say at the end of the day, because it doesn't matter at the end of the day what I say. You know what I mean? Me personally, I know my limits. I'm not about to run around stealing no artists and their work. I'm not about to go jack nobody. I'm not about to steal from no one. I don't even want to borrow from nobody. You feel me? However, I am fully aware of the times that we're living in, and I'm also aware of the advancements in technology. And it's just something that I'm just comfortable with, because I'm not gonna let that shit keep me up at night. It's not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, you know. But definitely keep your shit off the internet if you don't want it to be copied, because everything is being taken off of this internet. Your data is being sold, your likeness, whatever you upload, all of that shit. If you don't read the terms of the TOS, the terms of services, you don't even own that stuff after uploading it. You feel me? You don't even own it. You know? So you got to be mindful. The best thing that you could do, keep that shit off the internet. When you think internet, think public space. You get your chain snatched. You could get pickpocketed. You could get hit on, catcalled. You're in the public. You're not behind closed doors. You're outside, right? Everything is fair game. So you on the internet, it's fair game. And you butt naked on the internet. Meaning that, there's so many things. There's so many terms. There's so many fine print that you have no idea of what the hell is going on in the public space. You feel me? Keep your shit private. Keep it. I wouldn't even keep it off the internet. Keep it out of the digital spaces if you want to keep your stuff to yourself. Because this shit is neighborhood. Once you put it up here, it's for everybody. Okay? That's just the way it is. If you want to argue, go argue with somebody else. Because I didn't make the rules, bro. I studied them, and I'm here to let you know so you don't waste your time what the rules are. And the rules are, look, read the terms of services or shut the F up. That's how they're gonna treat you in court if you try to, oh my goodness, they did, you know what I mean? They took my lunch money. It wasn't fair. It did, I don't want nobody to let you down, you know what I mean, and to drop you on your head, you know what I mean, because that's exactly what's gonna happen. Keep your stuff off the goddamn internet. Stop using other people's tools. You uploading your shit to fucking Instagram and got the nerve to talk about what Instagram ain't doing. Nigga, that's not your app. You didn't build that app. That's not your home. That's not your home. You literally is in somebody else's house. And they it's like going to Vegas and complaining with the people at the card table in the casino. Nigga, you didn't build that. You don't talk about, you wasn't in the movie Casino. You wasn't with Ginger. Nigga, you didn't build a casino. You're a fucking customer. You're just there. You know what I mean? The audacity. So people got to understand what the positions in life is. If you didn't create it, yeah, this ain't my channel. So when they took my channel, I was upset about it. I was kicking and screaming, and I had to come to the conclusion, family, this ain't your shit. You know what I'm talking about? They took all of their content and everything. This ain't your shit, fam. This is their shit. You know what I mean? It is what it is. It just is what it is. This is their shit, and they want it back. So they got it back. You feel me? They got it back. And whatever happens on this bitch, all is fair in love and war. I ain't gonna bitch and moan about it. And I'm not about to get on this channel, or I'm not about to get in a public space. I know what to say in a public space, and I know what to say in a private space. I don't think I'll get that upset. I don't give a fuck what happens. You know what I'm talking about? I don't care what they wind up doing in life. I don't care. They won't get me out of, they won't trick me out of character, right? To whereas I cancel myself with the words that come out of my mouth, or I put myself in a predicament where, I got law enforcement on my tail because of something that came out of my mouth. Yeah, you got to police yourself on the internet. You got to be very mindful. You are in a public space, literally like being on a train and whatnot. Well, if you was on the IRT or the D train, would you run your mouth the way that you do on the internet and just talk crazy to each other? What up, Kish? I see you. Yeah. Would you get on there and talk crazy? No, you wouldn't. So I think the same thing applies in a public space like YouTube. This is the town hall center. And yes, I'm going to talk greasy, but I'm not going to put myself in a situation that I can't get myself out of. You feel me? Whatever decision that we make, we should be able to make these decisions knowing that whatever the consequences are, we're gonna deal with it. And it's not something that we can't deal with. So don't do nothing that you can't carry on your shoulders. You feel me? Do not do it, because I promise you, the way life is set up these days, your ass will get served. You know what I mean? You'll get tested. You will get tested, for that matter. So just a word of advice. You know, I'm not the sharpest tool in the toolbox, but what I do know some things from experience. I seen a few things, I heard a few things. You know what I'm talking about? And yeah, that's just a word of advice. Be very mindful of being on the internet and crashing out. We don't give a fuck. You get on the internet and you could crash out. I'm here to let you know, niggas don't care, bro. We really don't. We're just gonna walk. We're gonna wait. We're gonna watch you crash out. You know what I mean? We're gonna roll up. We're gonna watch you crash out, but we don't care. The fuck? We're gonna go to bed, go to sleep. We're gonna roll up. We're gonna go to sleep. We're gonna put on some Netflix. We don't care, bro. You feel me? I remember somebody told me that shit and I almost took it personal. There's like, don't get on the internet and start crying, nigga, because we don't care. I was like, damn, that's kind of cold and whatnot. I thought you niggas cared. They was like, no, we don't care. So if you have a fucking problem, don't go on the internet trying to tell people your problem. You know how they always have like story time? Oh, here's story time of story number 8,000. I had a man and he had his cousin move in, but it was really his boyfriend. We don't care. How about that? It's a bunch of people that do give a fuck. They don't really care. They just nosy as hell, and they just want some tea, but they don't give a fuck about you. They don't care. There's not. You mistake curiosity and messiness for people caring. Yeah, if you get on the internet and start crying and talk about you gonna hurt yourself, nigga, you're going viral, because people will show up for the accident. They love the tragedy. They're gonna watch you jump off the bridge and they're gonna film it while you jumping. You know what I mean? And you're gonna think people showing up because they care about you. They don't care about you. They don't care about you. You know what I'm talking about? They don't give a fuck. You know? People are so cold-hearted these days, so desensitized these days, so dehumanized these days, that if you're looking for somebody to care for you through the internet, you already lost. No disrespect, and I don't mean to sound cold, right? But it is what it is. Like, my nigga, you've already lost the motherfucking. You know what I'm talking about? It's already man down. It's already man down. You know what I mean? Somebody just got to come and zip them up, because you've already lost. You were under the impression that somebody gave a fuck, and they don't. They really don't. They're going to talk about you. They're going to laugh at you. They're going to do all of these things. But what they're not going to do is they're not going to they're not going to care. So don't fool yourself. You feel me? Get yourself somebody that you could confide in. It don't have to necessarily be a significant other that you are, romantically involved with. That's not a requirement. You feel me? Get you somebody that you can trust. Get you a pen pal if need be. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker you could write to. You know what I mean? I don't know. It's people doing life right now and they got friends and whatnot. They write them every other day. Get you a pen pal. You know? Or just somebody that you could, a shoulder that you can cry on. Because the internet is not the place to do that. You know what I mean? Once again, the people that I've seen prosper the most and get whatever they came for are the people who are in character on the internet, right? Meaning that they don't break character on the internet. You don't know their real life. You don't know their family members. You don't know their friends. You don't know what they're really into. You just know the character that they show you. You know? You just know the character that they show you. Those are the people that I've seen win on this thing called the internet. And there's other people that I saw lose miserably on this thing we call the internet, because they got up here and they assumed that they were in one place when they probably were in a whole nother place. What do you mean, Red? They thought that they was, on the block. They thought that they was at a daycare. They thought that they were in a place where somebody gave a fuck. You feel me? They thought that they were in a loving environment. You know what I mean? They bought into the lies. They bought into the lies. That's what happened. They got gassed up, and it's crazy. It's I hate seeing it, but it is what it is. Yeah, ain't no love. It ain't no love. You know what I mean? It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It ain't no damn love. It is no love. Henceforth, why when we have these gatherings, it's bittersweet. You know what I mean? It's bittersweet because in the back of your mind, you like very excited. You know what I mean? You're elated and whatnot. But then in the back of your mind, sometimes you know that it's not real. You just know that it's not real. That it's just, it's not what you think it is. Just say that. Let's just say that it's not what you think it is. And that's not saying that it's not real. The love is not real. It's just not what you think it is. You feel me? How can somebody love you from seeing you through the phone? How, Sway? How can somebody love you from just looking at you through the phone all day life? They don't know you. They don't know your struggles. They don't know your real personality. They don't know a lot about you. They assume that they do. There's so many people that assume that they know everything about me and my brother, or me and my family, or just me personally. My nigga, how? You know what I'm saying? Like, how, bro? You can assume, and they say don't assume because you'll make an ass out of you and me. You can assume, and it's all good to assume, but there's no way of knowing. You know what I mean? There's no way of knowing. You're assuming that you know somebody. You don't know that person. There's nothing wrong with that, but let's just be real. Let's keep it fucking 1,000. You know what I mean? Let's just be honest with ourselves. So the love, I don't even know if it's real or not. I accept it, but I don't know if it's real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to believe. I don't know what to trust. I really don't. Because once again, who is in character? You don't know who's in character. You don't know if this is a character, and you don't know if it's real. You just have to assume that this is what it is. How people show up, whoever they show up as, if you accept that version of that person, if you accept that persona, if you accept that quote unquote character, then y'all could begin your whatever it is that you're beginning to begin. You know what I mean? But let me not run my mouth. I got another promo video that we want to show. Let me go ahead and pull that, and then I'll be right back.
Peace, family. Peace to you and yours, Brother Red Pill reporting live and direct. Yes, I am proud to announce that we are a few days away from the Stone Mountain Strong End. Yes, you heard it. We are putting on a monumental event from the whole Strong End, starting on Friday, ending on Monday. All right. On Friday, we have a meet and greet at the bookstore, 488 Edgewood, featuring B-Dell, Dr. B Sirius, King Simon, Sharif Ana El Bay, Vicky Dillard, and more. Then on Saturday, we're going to be climbing this mountain, and then we have a brunch afterwards at 640 Evans Street in the West End. Then we have workshops. Then we have the comedy show featuring our sister Melanin B, All right, 640 Evan Street. Then we're gonna turn it into a juke joint. Album listening featuring Red Pillar, Blue Pillar, and Kambata. Much more to be announced. Sunday, we have a lecture with our good brother Sharif Ana El Bey, American Gods. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot miss this. Strong, and this is going to be epic movie. All right, movie. I will see you in the building. The link is in the bio. Comment strong end, and we will DM you the link, and we will see you in the building. Peace, love, and lights.
Yeah, movie. And check this out. Check this out. Boom. On Saturday, from 7 to 8 in the West End, Red Pillar, Blue Pillar, Kambata, special guest, Voltron, the album. You know what I'm talking about? We're going to be debuting our secret project that nobody knew about. I didn't even know about it, to be honest with you. But here it is. Here it is. Voltron. All right. And this is an album listening. It's not an album release. It's not going to be released yet. This is just an album listening. We want the people to hear what we've been working on. You know what I mean? We want the family to hear what we've been working on. We're very proud of our work. And then at the same time, the same day, we got our sister, hilarious Melanin B. You know what I'm saying? Doing what she does. And that's make us laugh. You know what I mean? That is to make us laugh. So she is going to be in the building. You smell me? And it's going to be a movie, ladies and gentlemen. I could promise you some things, but that right there, I could promise you that this is going to be hilarious. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be something that you cannot miss. All right. I recommend you don't miss this, right? This is going to be epic. Okay. This is going to be epic. So shout out to her and her team. Shout out to everybody else that has something to do with this. Because yeah, we gonna make this thing do what it do. You know what I'm saying? And then we also have that night. You know what I mean? This is a very packed night. This is the Twin Pillars juke joint, right? This is the juke joint. We're gonna have Love is the Medicine. America Sutton presents Love is the Medicine. Ladies and gentlemen, love is the medicine. You know what I'm talking about? If anybody has ever seen our good sister America play the music in her band, then you know that she's bringing it. You know what I mean? The sister is uber talented. It's like the scene in Sinners with Sammy and whatnot, right? That's how she get down. Real talk. Like she be opening up portals and whatnot. They got the drummers and whatnot. Like they got the dancers too. America got that energy to whereas when she performs, she taps in. You know what I mean? She will transport that ass. And if you heard our album, Red Summer, America is on two of those. You know what I mean? She's on two of those songs. You know what I mean? She's very talented. I'm just leave it at that. If you're in the industry, then you know about America, who is an acclaimed songwriter. You're familiar with America. She's been making moves in the on the songwriting side and whatnot. So shout out to her. Okay, shout out to her and her crew. And they're going to be in the building. Love is the medicine. And on Friday for the meet and greet, people were asking me about the food and everything. On Friday, we have our good brother. He's gonna be cooking My bro coach. Hold on. We got brother right here. When we have the meet and greet, he's gonna be chefing it up for us. Okay, look out for that. I think it's vegan and non-vegan for all of y'all that's out there. It's vegan and non-vegan. Feel me? Because everybody's not vegan. So we gotta be mindful of that. You know what I'm saying? We gotta be mindful of the fact that everybody's not vegan. And we'll have some food on deck for everybody. So don't worry about it. On Friday when you get in, you're gonna get properly fed. But for the brunch on Saturday, and for the brunch and I think it's breakfast and brunch. It's Saturday and it's Sunday. Okay. I'm going to we have the menu. I'm gonna share the menu real quick with y'all for YG Urban Cafe, which is 640 Evans Street. They're gonna hook y'all up with some real fire ass food type shit. You know what I mean? I just went there yesterday and we went over the menu. So I want to bring you some of the menu right now. This damn upload is taking. What the hell? All right, it's acting wacky. So I might have to do something else to get it up there. But yeah, no worries about it. You're gonna have Seymour's pancakes, fonio grits. Um, what else is there? There's some good shit. You know what I mean? Some good stuff. We have the goddess soup. We have the kale wrap. We have the quinoa veggie bowl, jackfruit burger, asia bowl. Uh, we have something called bio coffee, herbal tea, the smoothies. We got plant water, breakfast burrito, plant cakes instead of pancakes, plant cakes, funio, and shrimp and funio grits. Yeah, so it's lit. It's lit. We got it popping. We doing the damn thing. So yeah, man, just letting y'all know what's going down in the A. And of course, on Sunday, we have our lecture with the good brother Sharif Ana El Bey. That is going to be available to the public. You feel me? That will be available to the public. That's going to be available for the public. Where's Lizzie Jeff? Lizzie was in town, but she's not going to be a part of this. Shout out to Lizzie. She was just in town. I was at the bookstore with her, and she's booked. You feel me? She's booked. So if I see people at the Stone Mountain and you niggas don't have on, you're not streaming, right? And you're not streaming, and you're not repping, like you're not tapping in, it's gonna make me very upset. No disrespect to anybody, but it's gonna really piss me off. It's gonna trigger me, man. Like, I'm really looking forward to seeing who's gonna be the standouts. Like, who gets it? You feel me? Who gets this shit? Right? Who gets it? What do you mean by who gets it? Who understands this media shit and how to really do something with it? Who really understands this media thing and how to do something with it? Because I'm really looking to see who amongst us is like really paying attention. Real talk. Is that Nas AI 4,000 bands? Somebody said that he put out a diss track. Is that AI? Because they saying it's AI. I don't know. Is it AI or not? Type shit. Is it AI or not? Is it definitely AI? Mm-hmm. The Red Summer is still relevant today. Yeah, it is. I agree. They got I'm look at this point. Send Dave East on some real gangster shit. Like, yo, you know Dave East is signed to Nas, right? And Dave East didn't really have to prove itself yet. You feel me? Like Dave East did not inherit no beef and whatnot from nothing. He don't even say Nas' name like that. Fuck that. Go ahead and you know what I mean? That's how you test a nigga chin. Yo, go get it in with Jimmy. Fuck that. You niggas are sitting around Jim Jones, disrespectful ass. You feel me? Who disrespected Nas? He been disrespecting Nas for years now. Damn near 2 decades. It's like low key, you might be trying to little bro me. When you think about it, like really think about it. Dave East, you know, Jim Jones is trying to little bro him by talking crazy about his boss and he be around him. It's like, what are you saying, homie? Like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? And Jimmy, yeah, it's like Dave East is more. We'll go sign a date. We'll go sign a fucking Vampire Records then. That's what Nas should tell Dave East. Go sign over the fucking VL, nigga. Go sign a Vampire Life and get up out of here with Mass Appeal. You know, my name is carrying you, David East. They still don't got a song together. I don't know what's happening there. Like, is what the fuck? What is going on that these niggas they don't even have a song together? Do he not like his artists? At least Jay-Z got songs with Memphis Bleak. What the fuck? All right, we're gonna listen to it. You know what I mean? Let's go.
David Creation.
And
If
according to
AI, my
Celebrity
channel won't get
Network, the
strike,
rapper
right?
Jim Jones has an estimated net worth of $400,000.
400 bands. I spent that last night with my mans at Magic City. 400 bands. It's going to take a lot. With my mans at Magic City. 400 bands. It's going to take a lot more to go to war because it can't get gritty. The reporter said you ain't half an M. So when niggas like you start running their mouth and laugh at them, you told them that you was a fan that's baffling. Escobar sees a return, I'm back again. It's whispers in the wind saying Capo ain't kicking. Frontin' like you rich with the mad they making. Said you drain, your net worth is less than I paid for a chain. Screaming bird game, but the nest look hollow.
We can't do that. We can't do that. Shout out to AI though. Shout out to Allen. But we can't do that. Yeah, there's a song with Dave East and Nas, but they gotta do it again. You understand me? Now, there's a song with Nas, but they gotta do it again. You know what I'm sure? That wasn't it. Whatever that wasn't it. The Nas and Dave East that came out, nah, that wasn't it. You gotta try harder. You gotta try harder, Nasir. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, why is he signed to Dave? Why is Dave East with Nas? I'm gonna write a petition. Why? It doesn't make sense anymore. It does not make sense anymore. They're not helping each other. I don't see they don't make no sense on paper. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Jungle found him. Then Jungle needs to do a song with the nigga. I want to see Dave East in the Bravehearts, my nigga. I want to see Dave East in the Bravehearts. It just don't make sense. I don't even think Jungle recouped. No disrespect. No disrespect. I don't think he recouped. You know? Dave East got to work harder. You know? He got to work a little bit harder. The fuck? You low key. You snuck in through the side door, David. You low key snuck in through the side door. You're not putting in a lot of work. Cause I told his manager the other day when I saw him, shout out to the guard. I said, Dave East, when I see him, I see Method Man. That's who I see. I see Method Man. You are an actor. You are actor, homie. You do great acting. You are actor. Now, let's be clear. There's no Dave East hate over here. Shout out to the God, right? But that album with Ransom called Final Call, I like that. I think he should do more of that. I like it. It sounds like he's finding himself. You know, artists got to find themselves, right? Some artists got to find their flow. They got to find their sound. They got to find themselves. He still got to find himself because he's not there. I don't think as an artist, he's discovered himself yet. You know? But him and Ransom sounded good together. I won't say they sounded great, but they sounded good. I don't know who Ransom rhymed with that sounds better than Dave East with them together. If anybody out there heard any compilations with Ransom and anybody else, and he sounds better with them, then let me know because they sound good together. You know? You said he's almost 40. How long he got? He got about 2 or 3 years left. He got about 2 or 3 before niggas start asking the same questions that I'm asking. Like, this is a Muslim nigga with a Jesus tat. You know, they're gonna start asking, fam, why are you here? You know, okay, Ransom and 38 Special. Okay, I've been hearing about their collabos. I like 38 with Benny. You know, I gotta check them out. You know what I'm talking about? But yeah, don't you know what I mean? This Jim Jones shit has to come to a head. I don't want it to just go away. It's garnered too much. Jim Jones now saying, "Oh, Nas has never been as lit as he's going viral because of me." Let me just share something. Let me speak to you, Jimothy, for Nas. Let me step in. Objection. Overruled. Yeah, so check this out, fam. Nobody is trying to be lit on the internet, nigga. Hold on. Jimothy, Nas was the early investor on a Ring camera and Uber, my nigga. Nobody wants to be on the internet, Jimothy. You senior citizen, nigga. Nobody cares about the internet. His baby moms is going viral for having yams in Tanzania, nigga. Nas don't want to be viral. If he did, he would do some dumb shit to go viral. Like his baby mom's yams is going viral in Africa. If he wanted to go viral, he would pull up in Africa with the green dress, talking about where is she? On the caption. Picture that. The nigga at an African airport with the green dress, and the caption says goals. He's going viral. This is the man who was an early investor in the Ring camera. I want to remind you, Jimothy, like let's put this shit, let's speak sense into this nigga, into this Dominican man's head, bro. Let's talk to Jimothy today. I'm tired of talk. Every day I gotta talk to this man. Every day I gotta talk to Jimothy because every day, like, how is somebody almost 50 years old trying to go viral on the internet talking about, oh, I figured out how to go viral, so I'm just gonna speak on people's names to go viral? Nigga, that right there is a major L. What is it, the braids? Where's Chrissy at? Where's Chrissy at? Remember Chrissy? They like to fight on it. Where's she at? She needs to come and get her dude, bro. You know what I'm talking about? She needs to come and collect this nigga because he's spinning out of he's the real crash out. You want to talk about a crash out, nigga? He is the real crash out. I think, and I'm not even gonna say that Cameron damaged him and whatnot, because he kind of bounced back from that little Cameron Mace situation. You know, he kind of bounced back. Sierra told him to get married, right? So, right, Sierra told him, nigga, how long have you been engaged? How your baby moms went to Africa, Nas, and you didn't even go. You was in Belly talk about you was finna go. How did she make it to Africa before you, Nasir, sincere? You was in a whole movie 20 years ago talking about you ready to pack it up. You caught a body and everything. How didn't you make it to Africa? And she did. And she in Africa with yams. I'm confused, bro. You know what I'm talking about? I would have, you know what I mean? I would have went over there. What, EYL is going to Africa to see my baby mama with the yams? Yeah, I'm going too. Yeah, free Bigger Belly. He said Chrissy was in Miami. And yeah, she's out there farming and shit. I never wanted to farm so much in my life. I never wanted to have a green thumb so much in my life. You understand me? Nah, shout out to Kalisto. I gave y'all the Khalees story. This is pre-Nas. I gave y'all the Khalees story. Y'all familiar? Okay. Shout out to her and whatever she got going on. Type shit. But she is incredible. But I'm definitely, it's a major shot eye. Because if homie didn't spin the block on her, what's happening? Like, what's not being said? You know what I'm talking about? What is he not rhyming about? He didn't spin on that. He didn't spin the block on that, and he was supposed to. Theoretically, the way things look, her skin is popping, yams is on deck. You know what I'm talking about? Stomach looks like it's gone. I didn't see the prints for the nigga. I got more of a stomach than Khalees right now. Check that out. You know what I mean? I had a 6-pack. That shit is Tupac. I'm Tupac Shakur. I got more of a stomach than Khalees. The shorty is snatched, and she might be touching 50. Yeah, why didn't you spin the block on her? I'm just wondering. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He definitely did back in the days. And I don't like to do on my back. I don't like to get in my back in the days type shit because y'all wasn't there, so it's not fair. It's like you don't understand when I try to tell these stories because you just wasn't there. So it'd be a little bit hard to fathom. But yes, he definitely bagged Khalees. But then, like I said, right after that, my dude, Unique, rest in peace. I think he had like a drop top Jaguar that night. Yeah, he bagged her too. So after I saw that, I was like, damn, what the hell? I'm feeling, you know what I'm talking about? I had like 5 minutes of fame and shit. Niggas was, yo, can I get your sidekick number? Yo, family. Like we was outside the venue, and after I bagged, you know what I mean? I had to do my walk of fame. You know what I'm talking about? You know, after you bag some fine shit, you know, you walk off in slow mo, and then everybody's niggas is rolling down windows, stopping cars, like, yo, family, what up, nephew? You know what I mean? They saluting. I was getting movie deals. I was lit for 5 minutes. Then my nigga pulled up in a drop top Jaguar. He hopped out and he bagged her. And then all of my loots just left. They was like, oh, they was on him right after that. I'm looking around like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So this wasn't an exclusive type of thing. Like, it wasn't because I was him. You feel me? I ain't gonna lie, I felt a little deflated, but that was gang, so it was all good. You know what I mean? 2-man. It was gang. I didn't even find. I should have asked him what was the follow up like. You know what I mean? But yeah, that was the Khalees story. You know what I'm talking about? That was the Khalees story. Nephew. Yeah, niggas wanted to be my friend. Type shit. Niggas wanted to be my friend. You know? And if I did lock in, if I did lock in, 9 times, chances are, niggas, I'll be sending child support to Tanzania. I'll be sending child support to Tanzania. You know? So yeah, him dodged the bullet. You know what I'm saying? I dodged that one. But yeah, she's fine shit, man. I ain't gonna lie. I can't lie. You know? I can't lie. I do want to know if she still remembers the God, though. It definitely is on the back of my mind. I would like to know if you remember the God. Yeah. Tell me how you feeling. You know, follow up type shit. But yeah, man. Shout out to Nas, man. Shout out to Nas. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Nas. But yeah, pack Jimmy up. You know what I mean? Get him up out of here. It's enough is enough. Pack him up. You know what I mean? He needs to be humbled and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Pack him up. Make him cut the braids off. You know? He deserves not. Don't give him the Jay-Z ether. Just give him like a baby ether. You know what I'm saying? Give him a baby ether or something. You know? Lord Jamar packed himself up. We don't even need a Lord Jamar pack up. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully, my nigga packed himself up. We don't even need a Lord Jamar pack up. I wouldn't even. If I had to pack Lord Jamar up, it would be like Tony shooting Manolo. You know what I'm talking about? It'd be like when Tony killed Manolo. I had to look away and clap him. I would have to look away and clap him. You know what I'm talking about? I can't look him in his face and clap him. You know what I mean? That's the OG. Lord Jamar is the OG. You feel me? Lord Jamar is the OG. It was one of those, I hate that I had to do this to you, fam. You know what I'm saying? I hate that I had to do this to you because that's my guy right there. He's losing his mind. This nigga's losing his mind. The fuck? He's losing his mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? He done lost his mind. Like, Vlad got Lord Jamar looking crazy. The interview, just the shit that he's talking about, it's just crazy. Like, nigga, how you gonna be talking about Diddy and everybody else and you literally, Lord Jamar is who I'm talking about. He went black to Vlad TV, nigga. And he's up there looking like a straight hoe. Vlad got my nigga dancing, bunny hopping like Meek Mill. That's literally how we have him right now. Bunny hopping like Meek Mills, bro. For real. He put him under the deodorant. Yeah, he little buddy to God. He little bro that nigga. God damn. If somebody told me a year ago this is what we're gonna be seeing, I would have literally been like, "What the hell?" I would have bet the house that's not what we gonna see. We need to box Fat Joe up. Fat Joe is boxed. Yeah, he just said that Biggie ain't the GOAT, and if that's the case, right? Because I've had certain conversations. That's not for you to have though. How do you come back to Vlad TV with so much fucking audacity, my nigga, to talk about other men like that? Like your Vlad interview should have been about the flat earth, nigga. Your Vlad interview should have been about it. Why did LeBron lose in the finals? Not about no hip hop niggas. It don't hit the same. It's not. We don't want to. We don't care about how you feel about shit like that, bro. You're highly sus right now. And then you said Biggie ain't the GOAT because he don't have enough. Nigga, what? Nigga, what? What the fuck? What's in the water? What's in the water? I don't even want to talk about this guy no more, man. But they just won't go away. They just won't go away. Right, for a couple of bands, some Mexican Jordans in an Airbnb for the week. Like, you sold your full legacy out for that, nigga? You sold your whole legacy out for that, nigga? For some Beijing. This is the Vlad TV starter pack. Some Black and Miles, some motherfucking Beijing beer dye, some Mexican Jordans, and a deal with Fashion Nova Men's. It can't, you niggas can't be doing, it can't be that bad, man. Goddamn, it can't be that bad. It is that bad. It is that bad. It is that bad. Some Garcia Vegas. So look at the crate. Let's just put the juxtaposition in place, right? Vlad TV had the video up there where the first video of Lord Jamar on his so-called comeback was talking to Vlad about why Vlad never paid him, right? And Vlad was like, yo, I started paying niggas the day that I got rid of you. The next day, I surprisingly and magically got a budget, and then I started paying niggas. How about that, Lord Jamar? How you feel about that? And he was like, I walk so niggas could run. No, nigga. No, that's not the answer. No, nigga, you was the help. That's what the answer is. You the glorified help. You wasn't getting paid. Nah. You wasn't getting paid. They wasn't even paying for your Uber. So you got Lord Jamar, who built another man's platform up, right? Made Vlad a multi-millionaire, cajillionaire, to where Vlad is making probably $1 million a month. Fast forward to yesterday, Joe Budden had leaked his Patreon. This nigga's making $1 million a month. What am I doing wrong? Joe Budden, right? Who's literally almost doing the same thing that Lord Jamar is doing. Because when they started talking about hip hop and vlogging and whatnot, if my memory serves me correct, they kind of started out the same time, right? But Joe Budden had his own platform. That's the difference. He wasn't sitting on the white man couch being the help, right? And helping to big his shit up. No, Joe Budden built his own shit up. He became his own boss. Of course, he had his falling outs with his team and other little things. But I'm just saying, fast forward to June of 2025, the nigga is clearing $1 million a month on Patreon. That's a W. That you killing Kai Cenat and you could talk crazy to the streamers, Joseph. You could talk crazy to the streamers. Hold on. The new Summer Jam lineup: B. Simone, Lord Jamar, Jim Jones, and Fat Joe. Ozempic presents the Summer Jam. Summer Jam 2020-25. Hosted by B. Simone. Fat Joe, Jim Jones. Who the other niggas that's failing and what's the other niggas that's falling off? Sean Combs, right? On the verdict, on the not guilty verdict. Sean Combs, Fat Joe, hosted by B. Simone, right? Hosted by B. Simone. What the hell? And who else is on that roster, ladies and gentlemen? Who else is on that roster? Ray J. Ray J with his crash out. Ray J. Hosted by B. Simone, sponsored by Ozempic. Remy Ma. Where all you fucking losers at? Remy Ma. Right? This is the Summer Jam. This is gonna be this Double XL presents motherfucking Summer Jam, sponsored by Ozempic, hosted by B. Simone, featuring Offset, Remy Ma, Fat Joe, Jim Jones, Sean Combs, and Ray J. Nah, we gotta cook it's the 90s niggas, right? So we're gonna leave the new niggas out of this. We're gonna leave the new niggas out of this. We're gonna leave. I didn't even put Lord Jamal. Lord Jamal, he's the headliner. Jim Jones and Friends, Fat Joe, Remy Ma, Soulja Boy, Ray J, and maybe a special appearance by Sean Combs, brought out by Christian Combs. Who knows? Ja Rule, yeah, Ja Rule with an intermission, a freestyle, not Sprite presents the freestyle. No, not this time. Not Sprite, my niggas. Fanta presents Math Hoffa freestyle. You know, the Math Hoffa freestyle. He's doing it inside of the barbershop. With a Lifetime Achievement Award to Tyler Perry. You niggas is washed, bro. We gonna have 607 Unk presenting awards, of course. He's gonna be a presenter. Dame Dash, his tooth, is gonna get the Lifetime Achievement Award. Oh yeah, Dame Dash just came out with an album. Yeah, Dame Dash is performing. He has a rock album. Dame Dash. He's probably gonna have Stacey Dash up there twerking, right? Dame Dash. So here's the lineup for the motherfucking for the Summer Jam 3025. We got Fat Joe, Jim Jones and Friends, Ray J for the R&B, Dame Dash with the rock and roll segment, Remy Ma for the ladies, Lord Jamal and Ja Rule, hosted by B. Simone. Bumbleclad, yo, winning. This is it right here. This shit will sell more tickets than Coachella. Instead of call Summer Jam, we're gonna call it Summer Sham. Summer Sham 925. These niggas is crazy, man. And who gonna bring out Benzino? I think Ja Rule should bring out Benzino and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? The name of the concert is called Never Meet Your Heroes. Right? That's the name of the concert, presented by Rolling Loud or Loud Rolling. Never Meet Your Heroes. Because these niggas are sorry, bro. God damn. I'm glad I'm not part of the 106 and Park generation, because y'all are going out bad. Y'all are going out bad. It must be. It has to be. It gotta be heavy on y'all. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I had all them posters on your wall. Instead of rolling loud, rolling spray. With a lifetime tribute to Chuck D and his sellout ass. His diet woke ass. His liar Cohen lap dancing ass. Type shit. But yeah, that's good. That's gonna be lit. We need to put that together. Whoever bring me the AI flyer, you got a free ticket to one of these events this weekend or this strong end. I'm sorry. Yeah, Phase on Love definitely is gonna be. Phase on Love is part of the stand up. Phase on Love is part of the stand up. I heard they might even bring out Britney Spears type shit. You know what I mean? This is gonna be lit. This is gonna be lit. Maybe we could get Free and AJ to host this shit. You said what happened to Chuck? This nigga went woke on us. That's what happened to Chuck. He was the whole time. It was really Professor Griff. That's just the conclusion that one has to come to. That it was never him. I think Professor Griff might have been writing the rhymes. Raven Simone. Oh man. I'm gonna reserve my right. I'm gonna take the fifth on that. Uncle Luke. Yeah, our whole childhood was a fucking lie, bro. Our whole childhood was a goddamn lie. For real, for real. Orlando Brown and Raven Simone is coming out to present the Lifetime Award to Dame Dash's Tooth. No, Dame Dash's Tooth is the Lifetime Award. It's going to be a porcelain tooth. Big as fuck, though. Like a big veneer. You know? Like a big veneer. Chuck D was with the Peckies while Flav was smoking crack. Right. Chuck D was smashing Becky's while my nigga Flav was with Bridget Nielsen smoking rocks. That's definitely what was going down, y'all. Make no mistake about it. While Professor Griff was in the room doing push-ups and doing some fucking routines with the S1Ws and shit. Looking at Soleil videos. That's what happened. Vivica Fox, she gonna present an award, you know, for Ozempic. Vivica Fox with the Ozempic Awards. Drink sponsored by Colt 45. St. Oz and Billy D. Williams. Man. That's crazy. Yay in a helicopter crash. Yeah. Yay's gonna crash it into this. Man, it's not even talk. Amanda Bynes. Did you see that girl? Did you see that damn girl? Oh my goodness. Somebody go and free her. Go and free her. Somebody gonna bring Will Smith out to do that song about pretty girls too. I bet you. I promise you. Niggas are gonna surprise the whole audience and bring out motherfucking Will Smith with that shit about girls. Man. Vivica could never act, but she was a baddie. Yeah, I mean, she definitely had him when she first came out. I will not lie to you. She definitely had niggas' attention. Jada Smith is still quantum entangled. Yes, she's still quantum entangled. Yes, that's why you don't see her. Yeah, we might have to bring out Lil Wayne after. Does Lil Wayne and Will Smith have a song? Because we could get a 2-for-1. We could get a 2-for-1. Man. And Amber Rose. Nah, let me pull this up. Because what the hell? This is a warning. I don't. Man, let me not even say nothing. Let me just pull up Amber. Because you know, Amber, that's like a double entendre because Amber, right, is where they found she's 41 years old. They said amber is where bugs, right, go to be preserved, right? They find bugs in amber preserved, right? But Miss Rose, ever since she became a MAGA, and I don't know what that means, you know. I know that there's a lot of activity in MAGA world, but ever since she got on that stage for Donald Trump, she's been moving around a lot. You know, every time I look up, it's an Amber Rose sighting. Now, let's go and look at Amber Rose for anybody in the audience who may not be familiar with her aesthetics and whatnot. You know what I mean? Let's go ahead and check out Amber. Okay, how you doing, Amber? This is Amber Rose. For a white gal, not a bad looker. You know what I'm talking about? For a white gal, not a bad looker. Although I don't know if she qualifies as fully white. What do you mean by that, Red Pill? She may be mixed. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Somebody who may be more familiar with her situation can enlighten me. I do know that the mama is white. The Umi is white, correct? The Umi is white, correct? The mama is white. She came out of a white woman. A white. I'm sorry. She's from Philly, right? She's a Philadelphia white girl. And I told you before that them Philadelphians are built differently, right? But what's going on with young Amber? She's only 40. It's giving Pamela Anderson. It's giving maybe you don't want to be bald. It's giving maybe the bald look. Because look, this is Amber Rose on Wikipedia. Now, let me go ahead and change. Let me show you the picture. Now, if I was in a trailer park, one of those shit kickers, you know what I mean, a MAGA, I probably would be like, yo, I'm gonna shoot my shot at the next motherfucking at the next rally, at the next ICE rally and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? It may make one of the MAGA guys feel like, you know what? I'm gonna put on my shit kickers and my goddamn, you know what I mean? I'm gonna pull up in my 18-wheeler and make her the deal of a lifetime that she probably can't ever turn down. I know rent is due, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna pull up and I'm gonna make her the deal of a lifetime, right? She don't look too bad, you know, on, you know what I'm saying? Let's zero in. All right. Oh man, damn. Yikes. Okay, well, could have used a little more work. On further inspection, you know what I mean? There were signs. Okay, there were signs. There were definitely signs. I'm seeing this. I don't know how old she was in this picture, but there were a little bit of signs. But she, you know, I'm not a hater. She doesn't look old in this. She doesn't look too old in this. She doesn't look weathered. And we're not talking about old, like we're talking about, well, this is a different type of age that we spotted on Amber Rose. It's not necessarily age. It's wear and tear. You understand? It's mileage. You know, I don't know. The side profile. You know when they say that that's not my good side? What side is good? I don't know. Then she talk crazy about FBAs. Is this another FBA drive-by? We have to officially open up an investigation because I don't know. They never come out on the other side looking better than they did. But there's questions about, you know, what the hell? There's questions, you know what I'm saying? The people over there on the MAGA side, they not giving her, she's not giving, it looks like it's not a soft life over there. It looks like it's not necessarily a soft life over there. They're not giving her the softest of life. what's going on in MAGA land? Like, why aren't y'all taking care of young Amber? She put about 20 years on after she got on the stage at the Donald Trump rally. It's giving. What is it giving? What the hell is going on over there? Is this not the lady who came up with Slut Walk? Where is she going? Look at this. No, hold on. We got a closer shot. Look at this. What the hell? So, you mean to tell me that same woman? You mean to tell me that that's the same woman that we were just looking at? What's going on? Why y'all? Look, I got a face roller that I'm ready to donate to her. I got a face roller I'm ready to donate to her because what the hell? What are they doing over there in Texas and in Mar-a-Lago to young Amber? This is not age. This is wear and tear. You know what I'm talking about? I've been outside long enough to know the signs. This is wear and tear. This is not age. This is not, oh, I just hit when I blew the candles out, I started aging like bad milk. No. This is a lot of stress. You know what I'm talking about? It's giving white Auntie Karen for real, for real. It's giving spoiled milk. Damn, Amber. We lost another one. It's crazy. That's crazy. Vampire activity, somebody said that they draining her. Vampire activity, right? This who she gonna wind up looking like. She better slow her ass down and go get her some motherfucking some adrenochrome. Ever since Trump stopped that shipment of adrenochrome, shipment looking crazy out here. She gonna fuck around and look like this in a minute. What we talking about? Yeah, this was all of y'all favorites. I'm calling all of you niggas out that be hating on black women. This was your girl right here. Y'all was betting the house on her, right? Old Pamela. You niggas was gooning to Pamela your whole goddamn teenager childhood. Well, what the hell? Come and meet Pennywise without the makeup. Come and meet Pennywise without the makeup. And she's like, you know what? I'm gonna rub it in your face. I'm showing up everywhere without no makeup. Now, you niggas tag me for every other single humiliation ritual except this one. This is Pamela, guys. This is who you niggas had on your wall. Like, hip hop is 50. Hip hop just turned 50. How old did she turn? You're supposed to hold on, sister. You was a baddie like a generation ago. And once again, I am not shaming. I am not out here shaming. I'm not making fun of nobody. All I'm doing is showing pictures and asking questions. Okay. But for anybody that's out there that might have the turkey neck, I am not out here shaming nobody. I'm just asking questions because I'm curious. Okay. She was with Kid Rock. Remember that? Remember they was talking a lot of shit about black people, right? You just got to be careful, man. She was the one with the first porn tape. It was her and Tommy Davidson. I remember. It was not Tommy Davidson. Who's this Tommy guy? Who's this Tommy guy? I don't know. It was a Tommy. It was a Tommy, right? It was a fairy. It was a Tommy Lee. Tommy Lee. You feel me? Tommy Lee. She was getting lit, right? And now here she goes. She's just living she's just living a simple life now. You feel me? She's just chilling. You know? She's happy. She's just living out her good life. She's just living out her best life. We should feel, you know what I mean? How many of y'all are Pamela Anderson fans in the audience? You feel me? Look at your goat. Look at your goat chilling. She's just chilling. Look at that natural beauty. Look at that natural beauty. Come on now. Who has the nerve to say that white women don't age good? Look at all of that. Look at them freckles. You know what I'm talking about? Look at those nice eyebrows. She's surely holding up. Man, she is most definitely holding up. You know what I mean? You take that, Chris Kardashian, with all of that work that you got. You go ahead and take that to the bank. Look at this. Look at this lady right here, looking like Bo Derek. But yeah, man, shit is real, man. Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, skincare is important. Skincare is important. Oh, you said Lady Gaga? Let's go and check out Lady Gaga. Lady Gaga. So for the fellas out there who's curving our ladies, talking crazy about black women, and then going over there to play in the snow, yeah, nigga, that snow melts. Lady Gaga's 39 for the records. Okay? For the records until while we start looking at her. She's 39. All right. I don't even want to start talking about this chick. Her mug, I don't give a fuck. She could drop 20 million on a plastic surgeon. It ain't gonna help. It ain't gonna help, my nigga. It will not help you. You feel me? It will not help you, sis. This chick right here is, man. And she a nasty, dirty, racist piece of work. Don't ever think that this woman is a nice woman looking like the fucking cat lady. Look at her. She's a Zionist too. She's horrible as a person. You know? Look at the schnauzer on her. God damn. Look at the schnauzer on her. She's sniffing up everything. You can't even share the she coming in vacuum cleaner. Look at the schnauzer on her. You feel me? She tried to fix the schnauzer, but it didn't work. You niggas was going crazy over her. How? How? Your whole childhood was a lie. How? Mm-mm-mm. She looked crazy. She looked crazy, bro. I'm glad she don't make music no more. Oh my Lord. All of that gay music she like to make. Here she go. And the reason why I'm going in on these people is because these motherfuckers eat. They do things that you probably would not even fathom. They do things that they are very mean. They've done a lot of things, a lot of effed up things. You understand? And it begins to show in their face, right? It begins to show in their face. Some of these people have possessions. They have entities in them, right? These entities, it's a lot of trauma that's going on in the industry, right? A lot of trauma from a lot of these very demonic people inside of this industry, and they are quote unquote breaking these artists, breaking them in, breaking their backs, and just breaking them. Feel me? These women are possessed, and they discard them and then get the next new one and then break them later on. It's a sick ass game that's being played, and it's being played in front of so many people, right? In front of the world and whatnot. And people be in denial to what it is that they're looking at, right? But you want to talk about demons, you want to talk about demonic shit. Look no further. These artists are living a real life demon possession, demonic type shit, right? You're looking at it in real time. Check this chick out.
So excited.
Amanda Bynes sharing her health goals with fans in a rare update about her life. The 39-year-old even revealing how much she currently weighs.
I'm 173 now, so I hope to get down to like 130, which would be awesome. So I look better in paparazzi pictures, and you don't see my double chin from strange angles.
Amanda retired from acting 15 years ago after Easy A with Emma Stone.
Look at that girl right there, right? Is this drugs? Because we've all been around people that's on drugs. Is that drugs? Is that drugs only? What the fuck is going on? That's not just drugs. Yeah, they got bad drugs and they got heavy drugs out there, but this is not drugs. This is ragtag, pass around, gonzo. I'm talking about the demonic shit that's going on in the Hollywood Hills. That's what's going on. And then they turn to the booze and the drugs for numbing. They go to pharmacopoeia to numb themselves. But what got them to the point where they have to numb themselves? What was the initial quote unquote discrepancy? And it's not, oh, I'm bored in Hollywood with millions of dollars. I just want to start sniffing coke and become a fucking junkie. No, that's not what was going on. They are in Hollywood and other places, and that shit that you discovered that P. Diddy is out there doing with his women, the things that's being disclosed in these lawsuits with like the Fat Joes of the world, the Abercrombie and Fitch CEO Harvey Weinstein, you know, the high level deviance, the high level deviancy, right? The shit that R. Kelly was doing, having shorties chained up and all of them. That's what we're looking at. We're not looking at a regular drug addict. We're not looking at a substance abuse problem and she just slipped up and whatnot. It's not what you're seeing. I'm giving you all of these women back to back to back, from Pamela Anderson, Drew Barrymore, Amanda Bynes, Lady Gaga, all of them is looking ran through, run down, and fucking beat up.
So I look better in paparazzi pictures.
Amber Rose.
And you don't see.
You got all that money. For everybody that's running around thinking that the money's supposed to be something, or the money's going to change something, or the money's going to miraculously turn things around, my nigga, it's not how it works. It's not how it works. There's some people that the more money they get, the deeper down a motherfucking hole them niggas is going to get put in. The more handlers, the more people around you that want to take it, the more thieves. All of these things begin to kick in with the more coins you begin to accumulate.
My double chin from strange angles.
Amanda retired from acting 15 years ago after Easy A with Emma Stone.
It's a modern retelling of The Scarlet Letter.
The former child star telling Paper Magazine in 2018, I literally couldn't stand my appearance in that movie and I didn't like my performance. I was absolutely convinced I needed to stop acting after seeing it.
And then they let them repeat stupid shit like this, right? TMZ, Entertainment Tonight, all of these fake ass channels are just propaganda for the small hats who basically run these type of operations. This is like a MK Ultra operation, right? Look at her face, right? She has an ass pizza tattoo. That's a white boy named Ass Pizza. I'm not making things up. There's a white boy named Ass Pizza, and and he has a tattoo on his face like that. Like she's literally dead. Look at her eyes. Okay. She tried to expose Hollywood. Right. So they just did her, you know, you got to expose Hollywood from like, you got to be in Thailand or something. You feel me? You got to be in Thailand or you got to be in Russia. I never seen nobody they expose Hollywood from within Hollywood. That's like trying to leave the gang, right? You trying to I don't want to be a blood no more, but you're in a fucking prison full of bloods, right? You can't go anywhere. So Hollywood is like a prison. Like you're literally locked in to a prison saying I'm exposing the prison. No, it don't work like that. Go to where Russell Simmons is at in Bali, my nigga. Go to Thailand and do that. Go to Russia. Go have a press conference with Vladimir Putin and then call out Hollywood. You can't call Hollywood out from Hollywood. They just gonna beat you up more.
Everything's gonna be okay.
I'm done looking at her. I'm done looking at her. But it just looks crazy. So it's not even about the actors. It's about the people that grew up watching them. What's going on to the psyche of those people? It's about the young girls that grew up idolizing Amanda Bynes, idolizing these childhood stars, idolizing Raven Simone. Let's pull fucking Raven Simone up. Right? Raven Simone's wife. Oh shit. I didn't know Raven Simone and Lady Gaga was together. Cause ain't that Lady Gaga that she's with? Check this out. That's Lady Gaga, right? This is that little cute girl from the fucking Cosby Show. What the helly? What the helly? This is Little Raven that the little girls grew up watching on Disney with the strong face. This is her. This is her. Yeah, she's definitely the man in the relationship. Right? Now, Raven has a lot of discontent for her parents, especially her father. She said that she hated the father. I don't know to the extent of what the father may have done to her. But I know that she had some healing to do. And I don't know if she did get that healing, but she had a lot of resentment for her dad. You know? She actually used the H word when describing him and said that she couldn't wait for him to die. Okay? So that was very deep, right? That was very deep. But yeah, this is Raven, right? Grew up to be a fine young lady. Okay? And then I think her dad stole from her. Let's just see. Let's Raven Simone hates dad. Let's see what's going on with dad. What did he do? Nice looking young man. So here's the picture with her dad. And he said he still support her despite the dumb shit that she be saying. Okay, and the dad died. So the dad didn't protect her. Okay. Oh Lord. A breast reduction and lipo. Okay, let's go check out the issues that she has with her dad. That's important. We're not trying to sweep that under the rug, and we don't want to minimize. I want to understand what's going on with young Raven because this is
Had multiple issues. I'm in.
We had to
this
get
is
a
who I
breast
grew up
reduction in
watching.
lipo. We had to get a breast reduction in lipo at 15. That's like psychologically and physically, in my mind, abusive.
Had multiple issues. I'm in EMDR. I'm in EMDR therapy right now, undoing, reworking to get ready for what this book will say. And I couldn't until there were a few people that were no longer on this planet.
I'm assuming you're talking about your brother?
No, my father.
Your father.
He was a very interesting, narcissistic, abusive human. So the passing has been freeing and regressing for me.
We had to get a breast reduction in lipo at 15. We had to get a breast reduction in lipo.
That's crazy.
This is going to be controversial, what I'm about to say. Just because you are born to your mom and your dad, that female, that male, doesn't mean that your soul was supposed to be with those two people. Like, they were just the vessel to get you here. Doesn't mean that they're your actual parents. Sometimes that doesn't work out for everybody. Sometimes that brother and sister, just because you're blood, doesn't make you brother and sister. You know what I mean? And I think that's something that we also have to remember and give ourselves grace for.
I saw a video and I told you about it. It was a creator on TikTok who was saying that she was tired of people commenting things to her like, go and fix this with your mom, go and fix this. And she said, I'm not going to go fix anything with my mom because my mother has not respected me. And she birthed me. She's like, she put me here on this planet, yet she abused me my entire life. Why are you telling me to go and make it right with her? Like, if anything, I'm her daughter. She's like, I now have had a child and I can't imagine. And don't give me the excuse of, oh, because she's your mom and she's older than you. And da, 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 da. No, she hasn't treated me well. She hasn't taken care of me. And now as an adult and an
So we'll play one more clip.
I'm not even finna drag Raven today because a lot of people are dragging her and her wife over a clip that surfaced of them talking about the dynamics of their relationship. So go ahead, Jen.
Like, yes, she was like the best sex of my life. Or what? Should I just not say was?
Was that a surprise to you? I mean, on camera, look at her. She red. Look at her.
Well, because I said
she already pink, but now she red.
Because I said was, and I thought
I'm not tripping over past tense. I was and still am.
Okay, so
give me all the tenses.
Because
not to squeeze to get into North Carolina.
No, because we had really great sexual. Like we have.
Okay, babes. Okay, you said it. I'm getting embarrassed now. Stop.
I'm just saying that existed in our relationship. That exists in our relationship, and we also checked the other boxes.
And so when we decided to sleep in separate rooms, it strengthened our lust and like.
And how often we text each other, because now we get to text each other goodnight.
Do you text each other goodnight now? So why don't you tell a story about it? How I wouldn't say goodnight, and you were so offended.
This is a whole different story, but
so offended.
Like,
and now I say.
So you know, I wasn't aware of the abuse that she endured in Hollywood at the hands of, I'm assuming, men in her younger years. I really was not. I am aware of the Nickelodeon thing, you feel me? And I'm assuming that she may have been a part of that situation with the European over there. I forgot his name, that fat dude who was traumatizing those children. I do feel like that European woman that is with her is like a feminist who's preying upon her. I do hope that whatever healing she is or therapy that she's going through will be beneficial to her. I don't want to judge her. Like I said, me person, like they have this thing called a Raven thing on Disney World. No, I know her from the Cosby Show. Feel me? And then when I had children later on in life, and I looked at these children's shows, I saw her show. But by then, it wasn't the Raven from the Cosby Show. This was the Raven who was a little more colder, and I guess the industry had already gotten to her from that Disney era because she was completely different from the little Raven Simone that we knew on the Cosby Show. That wasn't even the same person. Yeah, that's so Raven wasn't hitting the hood. It's just that was like my daughter, my sister, my younger sister and them. I didn't watch that shit. I don't know. I'm like I wasn't a part of that. I was a part of. She was on the fucking Cosby Show. That's what she that I don't know what, you know what I mean. Y'all don't even bring that up. Y'all don't even bring that up. That was her breakout. That was her breakout. She took over the Cosby Show, y'all. That's how much of a child star she was. She took Rudy's place. She took Rudy's place. Rudy was the darling of the show, and then she came along, and then it wasn't no more Rudy. She was a fucking star. I'm talking about a big star, bro. Like she had the lights. Of course, she dislikes Bill Cosby. She's a feminist, you know? And I don't know what Bill Cosby did. Did she ever say that he did something to her personally? Or she just don't like the idea of Bill Cosby being a fucking pervert, you know? In his younger years, they say. I don't know. The whole Bill Cosby thing is mad touchy. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know, but what I do know is that they did a lot of the child stars in a bad way. It's such a bad way that television. She hates Orlando Brown. She hates Bill Cosby. She hates fucking Theo. She hates a lot of men, right? How many women do she hate? Who does she hate that's a woman? I want to know that. You know? What women do she hate? I'm just curious. You know? Goes back to the Shirley Temple days. Thank you. It's so bad. The examples out there from the Orlando Browns to the Raven Simones to all of these child. I mean, it goes back to Gary Coleman. I will never sacrifice my child to that altar. And the entertainment business, I feel, and like whatever, now as we get older, we just see that Hollywood was nothing that we thought it was. But they suffered because they could have had the greatest of talents with these younger generation of children that have been born. But it's so wicked, it's so demonic, it's so heartless in that industry that it comes to find out they're not even looking for talent. They're not even looking for thespianism. They're just looking for the light so they could snuff it out. They're just looking for the quote unquote light so they could snuff it out. They're not looking for talent. They're looking to steal souls and break the talented. She had a woman's body when she was young, Raven Simone. Okay. And she was in Hollywood. So I'm assuming that the adults in Hollywood who are very vampiristic were making her feel uncomfortable. I'm just Blue's Clues was a serial killer, right? Bro, I would be watching this show with this white dude. He had a mustache. Is that Blue's Clues? And it was mad like he was in like he was always on this set. He was always going through these different worlds and shit. Like that shit was so weird to me. It was so weird to me. I was looking at my son like, fam, why you watch this shit, bro? These were all pervs. Look, they grew us up on Pee Wee Herman. We grew up on Pee Wee Herman. Come to find out, whole time, the Olsen twins, I'm gonna pull them up in a minute. They look like they 83. They look like they about 83. No disrespect to the Olsen twins, but these you know what I mean? They supposed to be billionaires. You can't buy a face. You know? Raven Simone was thick. I didn't even know that. They made her feel fat. I did not know that Raven Simone had thickened up, you know. But then the Ariana Grande, Zendaya, Shy Jackson, right? They grow up to be women. Before that, it was Miley Cyrus, right? These are Disney stars, mind you, right? They grow up and they become adults and women. They get married, they have husbands, they're exploring their sexuality. Lindsay Lohan, right? Lindsay Lohan, straight cokehead, right? Which one of them had the fiery crotch? Right? Lindsay Lohan, she grows up, she's damn near on some porn type shit, like soft porn. These girls grow up. You said, what did I smoke? Nothing. What you talking about? Yeah, Leon Thomas. I'm a mutt, right? I don't even know where he comes from, but I'm following. You know, I see that he's a child star that grew up to be an R&B singer, and the ladies love it. All right, cool. They made her get breast reduction. She filled out at puberty. Yeah, they wanted her to continue playing a damn teenager. I'm assuming that the breast reduction was to keep the facade that she was a child going, right? Correct? Shia LaBeouf, straight weirdo. Straight weirdo. You was at the Playboy Cardi concert last. How was it? Did you get demon possessed? You know, where's Miley today? I saw Miley on the red carpet looking crazy. Miley always have veneers. I think she might be the poster child for veneers. She always had, I think she got dentures. You know? I think she got dentures because her shit be sticking out and it's super white. They're like chiclets. She'd be like, huh? Castanet pulled up on her. She was like, huh? I'm like, damn. The fuck? Miley is a Scorpio? Yeah, it figures. It figures. You know what I mean? She look like she be fighting herself. But Hollywood, because they're so demonic, you know, so many of our children who could have been megastars because they had the it factor. But it's like we need to create our own version of a Hollywood because, God damn it, you can't send none of the safest thing that you could do now is literally how the parents have the YouTube channels and they're turning the children into like child stars. That's literally the safest route that you could take. Like either that or a faceless channel like Coco Melon or something. But you can't send them to Hollywood. You can't send them to Atlanta. You can't send them to New York. You know? You can't do that. Yeah, Angel Heart is what took down Lisa Bonet. They were scheming on her for the longest. I already know they scheming on her, and They bit her. She got bit by the vampire. It was never the same after Angel Heart. That shit broke my heart. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was destroyed. I was destroyed. It felt like I broke up with my first girlfriend. I was destroyed. I don't even think I seen the movie first. I think I just heard about it. Like it was a big thing, like in the news, like, yo, Robert De Niro had sex with Lisa Bonet on set. Um, and Bill Cosby is not happy about it. And then she got fired. I was on the floor crying. I was like, no. And then my dad was like, when we was watching the movie, he was like, cover your eyes. And I was like, no. I looked at it through my fingers and I was destroyed. Fast forward, I found out Bill Murray is smashing Khalees. And it brought all of that back to the surface. I was oh! Halle Berry getting smashed by Billy Ray Billy, what's his name? Billy Thornton, Billy Bob. I don't know what the fuck. No. You know what I'm saying? Yo, the traumas that young black men be going through when our women is out here letting white dudes smut them out. It's crazy. It's crazy. Y'all don't know what we go through, ladies. Y'all be thinking this shit is just, random the way that we be spazzing out. But no, nigga. We going through years of trauma of seeing old white men smash our crushes. Yeah, monster ball, nigga. No. Ah, ah. You know what I'm saying? Then I see Bill Murray with Khalees. No, it just brought back my childhood trauma. I was like, I was older crying. Billy Bob Thornton, yeah, weird ass racist nigga. Smashed Halle Berry on film, bro. That wasn't supposed to happen. Yeah, and they sent Diddy to the chair. Eric Benet, what can Eric Benet do? Eric Benet wears sandals and nut huggers. And you wear nut hugger high waters with sandals. He's not a threat, bro. You know what I'm talking about? What is Eric Benet gonna do? Eric Benet fighting Halle Berry for mirror time. What the fuck is Eric Benet gonna do? You know what I mean? Eric Benet shaves his Adam's apples. He gets his Adam's apples waxed. What is he gonna do? She knew she had she knew when she got with this nigga that he was a beard. Was Bill Murray and Khalees real? I hope not. I hope not, because I'm still trying to forgive her. I hope not. You know what I'm talking about? I really do. I hope not. I still pray to this day. That's part of my prayers. I just hope that it was AI or something. I don't know, because it would make me look at her completely different. There's some shit that's unforgivable. Monsters Ball was a pure ritual. Facts. Look, Lee Daniels. We don't even have to go any further. Y'all read the lawsuit on Tyler Perry? Yes? No? Right? The white boy put the lawsuit out on him. Tyler Perry exposed the text messages talking crazy. Right? So right after, like, the movie Straw, right? Straw. I didn't see it. Yeah, Eric Benet with the Birkenstocks. He ain't even win. Nigga, I'm so Brooklyn. I wear socks with my sandals. You're not gonna find me with the open toe chancletas. Like, how, fam? What like Badman don't wear chancletas. So anyway, they exposed Tyler Perry's text messages to he was texting a Snow King. He was on his white boy's back, right? Pause. He was trying to fold that nigga. I was reading the text. It was very pause worthy. I couldn't even finish the whole conversation of the lawsuit. But anyway, he was on his white boy's tail, and he was talking crazy, like real zesty to him. So I read the report. I read the lawsuit. right? Because we read transcripts over here. And then I read another article right after that about the movie that he put out about trauma bonding with black women. So then I said to myself, I see a pattern. What's the pattern? The pattern is Badman wears Yeezy slides. Badman don't wear slides with no socks on. Yeah, Badman could wear slides all day. Look, I got some slides on with no socks, but I'm not gonna go outside like that. Let's okay. I'm not. This is for in the house. But when I go outside where people take pictures forever, I'm gonna have some socks on because Badman wears socks. So Tyler Perry was wild abused and everything. Yeah. He was living in his car. He was homeless. I understand. He went through the trauma. But there's obviously him and Lee Daniels have the same disease. Yeah, I'm checking him out. Yeah, Juzan. I heard about Tyler Perry all around Atlanta. They suffering from the same disease. And that disease is, they are trauma bonders. They are trauma bonders. And Lee Daniels made Empire, right? With Lucius and what's her name? Cookie. With all of the gay sons, he put the son in the trash can and all kind of crazy shit. And Lucius and all that. But not only that, this nigga made Precious. He made Precious. So there's a line of movies out there that paint the melanated man in a very bad picture, right? The melanated man painted himself in a bad picture. He dropped the ball. But Hollywood had a field day on him, and they've been painting the melanated man as a villain and as a useless eater and as an abusive, sex-addicted, quote-unquote, manipulator, narcissistic, sadomasochist, right? In these movies and whatnot. Whether it's the girl, what's her name, from Chicago? She has the TV series, Chicago, the lesbian chick who looked like a boy. She like Tyler, the Creator. What's her name? So you got her. You got all of the people who are alternative lifestyle in Hollywood just doing the best to shit on melanated men, specifically. Janet Jackson was the ultimate child star, Penny, right? Yeah, Lena Braith or something. You know what I mean? She does the same movie a lot. She's down with that whole, and it's the Oprah. It's like Oprah's fucking it's like the Oprah hit squad. You know what I mean? Wait, she's with the chick from Wicked? No. Nah, what are you talking about? The bald-headed chick from Wicked with the long fingers? No. Is that who you talking about? The African? Yeah, these are Harpo's Angels. Yeah, thank you, Fred. These are not Charlie's Angels, my nigga. These are Harpo's Angels. And they all do the dirty work. No, she's with her. Don't say that. Is the girl from is Lena Waithe, right? Currently with my girl Cynthia. I don't be keeping up with this shit. I have no idea. I only know what y'all tell me. No, she's with her. No, I gotta go. To this day. To this day.
No, it's gonna keep
To
playing.
this day. To this day. To this day. To this day.
No.
To this day. To this day. To this day. To this day.
No.
To this day. To this day.
Are you kidding me?
To this day. To this.
You can't make this shit up. You can't make this up. I didn't know that she was with Gal Dem. I didn't know that the girl from Wicked was with Gal. Oh my goodness. I thought she was with Mondem. Oh Lord. Look at this shit. No, move. Look at this shit right here. It makes so much sense now. Oh my goodness. It makes so much sense. What the helly? Astaghfirullah. Wow. Yo, somebody gotta make a cartoon about this. Where's the? Let's break out the AI. Break out the AI. We are going to have a fucking ball with these two, bro. Are you serious? No. Yeah, she did Queen and Slim. I never saw that movie. I just saw the response and I was like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't you know what I'm saying? If it's not a hard yes, I'm not looking at it. If it's not a hard yes, I'm not looking at it. They've been together for a year. I don't keep up with lesbian entanglements. I don't even know what the heteros are doing, let alone what they over there doing on that side. I don't keep up with the entanglements, but god damn it, two baldies with long fingers. They both got long fingers. I'm gonna see that. I heard about that. They both got. They both got long fingers. I don't trust them. And I was saying, and long face. Yo, oh man, my creative juices are flowing though. It's. I think it's time. It's time. It's time that we start doing the satires. We got to bring back In Living Color, yo. We got to bring back the motherfucking improv, man. We got to bring it back because what the fuck is happening? We're missing out on some prime content. We are missing out, us content creators, us comedians. We are missing out on prime content trying to be so fucking serious about life. Nigga, I will laugh for a whole year. Do you know how much content I could make with these two? Oh man, this is crazy. This is crazy. This is mad crazy. And if my memory serves me correct, young Cynthia is from the UK, correct? In it, right? She's from the UK in it. She has an accent in it. There was a lot of talk about her on the Wicked set. You didn't hear it from me because I'm not one with the T. You understand me? You know what I mean? There was a lot of talk about young Cynthia on the Wicked set. You know what I'm saying? They were saying that she was playing the role too well. They were saying that they were like, yo, did she show up in character and leave in character? Because rumor has it that she was given the witch persona a little too heavy. Okay. Yeah, where the fuck is the Boondocks at? God damn it. Where's our Aaron Gruder? We should do a GoFundMe or something, man. Bring the fucking shows back. Bring the shows back. Bring the shows back, man. We need improv. We need some type of, and not that other shit that they was trying to do that probably Lena Waith was executive producing. We don't need no fucking Lena Waith shows. No disrespect to homegirl. What's in an Issa? We don't need no Issa Rae, Lena Wraith type fucking shows. We just don't. We need some shit that some of these internet comedians. I want to see like the internet comedians come up with like a sketch comedy show. You know, Ariana Grande is attached to her. This is crazy. This is crazy. So yeah, Tyler Perry and Lee Daniels are part of like a counter cultural writers club or rat pack for that matter and whatnot. And they're Harpo's Angels. And Harpo's Angels are doing the damage that started with The Color Purple onward, right? A part of this feminazi, not regular feminist shit. Shout out to y'all. Nobody is judging the regular feminists. Y'all have a right to exist and feel the way that y'all do and remix a bunch of shit and stand in whatever your truth is. It's the feminazis that I'm kind of giving the side eye to. The feminazi are the ones who they're the ones who are Nazi like, have a little bit of Nazism. They want to Holocaust niggas. They out here want to Holocaust niggas. That's what I mean, though. That's the extreme. Extreme anything is a concern for me. You understand? There's extreme Israelites. There's extreme motherfucking Islamic people. There's extreme Nation of Islam. There's extreme Moors. Yo, brother, did you just say the word black? Gloria Steinem is a man. Yikes. So for all of the people who got tricked by Gloria Steinem and the CIA to be down with feminism, I'm not judging you. I'm definitely smudging you. And I would just say, just don't go extreme with it. Yeah, extreme hotep. Story time. I was in a relationship, and I won't mention any names. What do they say? Names are changed to protect people's identities. But I was in a situation, and the girl that I was with, she turned feminazi on me. She went extreme. I don't even know how she slid down that slippery slope, but she definitely wasn't like that when I met her. Okay? She definitely wasn't like that when I met her. And she was definitely like that when I left her. You know what I mean? She went down the slippery slopes. I came in the crib one day and she like, like when you watching skin flicks, you gotta hide the computer and whatnot. Like she literally was trying to hide what she was watching. And I'm like, what the hell? What's going on? What you watching? And I pressed play, and it was a feminazi channel on YouTube. And she was like, the grand leader doesn't want men to know about her. We have to, you know what I mean? Like, who you talking about, Tony? You talking about are you talking about this Gloria Steinem? Or are you talking about my lady, my ex? Please don't say that. Anyway, I hope anyway. So I'm like, what you looking at? Because you know what I'm saying? I don't know. Is my ex a man? No, god damn it. No, she just hates men. You feel me? But she hit me with the, I don't hate you though. She hit me with the, nah, you good with me, but it's some other niggas. And I'm like, nah, fam. If it's, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Yeah, the feminazi Grand Dragon didn't want to be seen. She didn't want a male gaze upon her, even on YouTube. This was some other shit. She was controlling chicks through the computer. She was like, do not allow male gaze upon me. If men come around, close the computer, or turn me off. And she literally did that. She seen me coming in the crib and she was, so I'm like, yo, what are you watching? Granny porn or something? I thought I caught her out there. You know what I mean? I was like, got him. And then I pressed play and it was a fucking, it was a Grand Dragon. It was like the Grand Dragon of all Grand Dragon feminazis. This chick had on shoulder pads. Dead ass. It looked like she had the beard. She might have had a beard like Saucy Santana. I don't know, because I was so traumatized at the moment. I started blacking out. You know what I'm talking about? I was looking like Unc 607, like, what do we have here? You know what I'm saying? So I'm listening. I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? You know what I'm saying? And I'm looking at the Wiz and I'm like, really? Is this what we doing now? And make a long story short, yes, she was possessed by the Grand Dragon, feminazi Grand Dragon with the shoulder pads and whatnot. And I had to ask her. I was like, so does this mean you're into women now? And she was like, no, I don't like women. I just hate men. And I was like, all right, cool. You know what I'm saying? So what does that mean for us? And she was like, nah, that don't, you cool. And I was like, you. I was like, who? She was like, you're one of the good ones. And I said, really? She was like, yes, you're one of the good ones. My Grand Dragon said that you're all right. And I was like, damn. All right. I'm honored. You know what I'm saying? By golly, you know what I mean? I'm one of the good ones. You know, the fuck? Yeah. I was packed up, and about a week after that, I was packed up. It was over with. You know what I mean? We lasted, though. We stood around each other for maybe a few months. I know she was killing me in a private chat. You know what I'm talking about? Because I started switching up. I just became a little more distant. I don't think I was one of the good ones by the time it was over with. You know? You said a sister. Who else? The fuck? What you think? Who else? What are you talking about? Yeah, it was a sister. You know? It was a sister, man. It was this was one of the quickest flips that I've ever seen in my life. I promise you. One day, because mind you, she met me off the internet. You know what I'm talking about? She met me off the channel. Like she was into the conscious shit. She found me. You know what I'm talking about? She found me. She was into the conscious shit. She was watching the videos and all of that. I seen you on Sidnetta. You know, I seen you. And I was like, okay, like this is what we doing now. She was a baddie. She was a fairy. What? She was a fairy. But after that, I was heartbroken. Yeah, I was heartbroken. You know what I'm talking about? I was like, how did that happen? The flip happened mad quick. I promise you. It happened in a matter of weeks, my G. She went from Black Power to like, you know what I'm saying? Fuck them black niggas. And this was around the time of the killings. So this when it got real dark. Alton Sterling, Philandro Castile, Freddie Gray, all of the black men that were getting murdered, they called them a bullet bag. I was like, wait. A bullet bag? What? Why? What? She's like, yes, they bullet bags. And it really turned into this type of energy where it was like the white man is kind of like, you know, it was almost like she was cheerleading the white man. So it was kind of like, yo, the white man is putting y'all in place because of what y'all have done and whatnot over time, and because y'all ain't worth shit. I'm like, God damn. The vitriol. You know what I'm talking about? The vitriol. So it was that type of shit that made me say, oh no, I can't even, we can't even, we can't even, we can't even, you know, we can't even smack bellies anymore. We can't even smack bellies anymore. Like, you know what I'm saying? You throwing my pH balance off. You know? She did have trauma. She did have trauma. But when we got together, we were supposed to be dealing with that trauma. You feel me? And I was aware of whatever the trauma was. I was going through some traumatic shit. You feel me? So we was both there working on each other and dealing with the traumas. But she went ahead and let somebody else convince her of some whole nother shit and took her in a whole nother direction. And I don't think that was healing. Yes, we all have trauma. And many of us are actively seeking a partner to either help to alleviate some of that, or we're dealing with that trauma and then we're getting with people when we're healed and whatnot, right? So me and her had an agreement that we are going to be there for one another at whatever level that means and whatnot. Whatever, however, we need to show up for one another, we gonna show up. But this whole shit, I felt like I was getting cheated on. I'm like, yo, you're low key cheating on a nigga because this not what we agreed to. This is not the woman that I met. You know what I'm talking about? Like, who is this person type shit? You wasn't dark. She went dark on a nigga. She light skinned. She went dark on a nigga. Talking about bullet bags and the vitriol against men became the shit that was coming out of her mouth. I'm like, damn, sis, like, what the fuck? Like, that was serious to me. So I got a personal inside look as to what's going on behind closed doors with some of the feminazis, and it's fucking scary. And all I have to say is we gotta heal. I'm not gonna sit around and fight and argue and throw insults and try to psychologically evaluate. No, niggas just gotta heal. Because people be going through shit, but I saw somebody take advantage of what someone was going through and pull them further down into the sunken place. You know what I'm saying? Similar to how a pimp will prey on a woman who's going through some shaky shit, like a breakup or something, or insecurities or daddy issues. And these predators are like, they're almost like foxes, right? You know a fox, right? No, she wasn't a Gemini. She wasn't. I don't have no children by this woman, for the record. We didn't go that far with it. I don't have no chillins by said woman. Okay. This was this and this wasn't a long time ago either. This wasn't a long time ago. This was many moons ago, but it wasn't that long ago. What is it? 2025 that we're in right now? Yeah, it wasn't more than, it was less than 10 years ago. So she might have lined me up. I felt safe. Me personally, I didn't feel no type of way. I just was witnessing something. I didn't feel no type of way like it was like something was going to happen to me. No, sirree, Bob. I always felt good in the situation. I just felt kind of upset because I had to let her go. You know, the the app that I mentioned, was it Yap It? Let me write it in the thing. Yap It. You can find that in the Google store, or you can find that in the Apple store. It's in your app stores. It's called Yap It. So yeah, man, just shout out to everybody that has to go through some shit like that. You feel me? Shout out to everybody who had to just shout out to everybody to deal with shit like that. I mean, you know what I mean? It is what it is. It's life. You feel me? You win some, you lose some. You know? All I do know is that movement against men is it could get very dark. I don't know how much healing is going on over there. I don't know how much joy and happiness is going on over there. I don't know how much of a lightening of the heart is taking place in those spaces and whatnot. You know? I just don't know. Do I have a code for the Yap It so they know who sent us? Yeah, I gotta find it though. It's in my Yap It app. Whatnot. But yeah, we going into the 3 hours. I gotta get out of here. I do have to get back to the work and whatnot. We're gonna continue these conversations, but from tomorrow all the way into Monday, it's lit, it's up, and it's stuck. You already know. All right, let's play this commercial before we get out of here.
Peace, family. Peace to you and yours, brother Red Pill reporting live and direct. Yes, I am proud to announce that we are a few days away from the Stone Mountain Strong End. Yes, you heard it. We are putting on a monumental event from the whole Strong End, starting on Friday, ending on Monday. All right. On Friday, we have a meet and greet at the bookstore, 488 Edgewood, featuring B. Dell, Dr. B. Sirius, King Simon, Sharif Ana El Bay, Vicky Dillard, and more. Then on Saturday, we're going to be climbing this mountain, and then we have a brunch afterwards at 640 Evans Street in the West End. Then we have workshops. Then we have the comedy show featuring our sister Melanin B. All right, 640 Evans Street. Then we're gonna turn it into a juke joint album listening featuring Red Pillar, Blue Pillar, and Kambada. Much more to be announced. Sunday, we have a lecture with our good brother Sharif Ana El Bay, American Gods. Ladies and gentlemen, you cannot miss this strong, and this is going to be epic movie. All right, movie. I will see you in the building. The link is in the bio. Comment Strong End, and we will DM you the link, and we will see you in the building. Peace, love, and lights.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna leave it on some music. Somebody requested this, so we're gonna play this song, and then we out of here. All right. See y'all on the other side.
Red Summer. Yeah, Killer. Red, Scorpion. Red Summers. The president still acting unpresidential. Bitch, I'm in the Bronx with the evil in my residential. It was all emojis, it was never mental. The silver spoon is under fire, and the pressure vented. The times that we living in unprecedented. We went from doing a Dougie, fresh and vintage. Now the rhymes, they all pessimistic. They hashtagging black girl magic, just finesse the mystics. They impressed with quick chicks, only savages with less sadistic. They being less specific, no metaphysics. So many butter biscuit, they need extra biscuit. We had to bless the district, fresh and death. We was dressed in drip. They worship lesser gods with the lesser mystics. Copy suckers, or they breath is fish sticks. They think Takashi, yeah, they won't protect the witness. They think Takashi, yeah, they won't protect the witness. Hannibal Parker shit, darker shit, and a harder bit, yeah, starting shit. That Marty Martyr with Sean Carter starter kid, Brooklyn, big Sparta blood shit 300. The crimes of the passionate ones who fell in love for blasting their guns. My chain froze, same goes for Wayne Grove. The Range Rover on Strange Roads. Dr. Strange mode on strange toes. Like the brain rearranged codes. 360 spinning clearly like a plane roll. 365 winning really like a game host. 444 degrees on a range stove. On the coast of the mango. These niggas wanna know how power is obtained. If you act the shower posse, they'll tell you that it's hours of the rain. Till none of these cowards they remain. Flowers is arranged, carriages remain. Drawn by 400 horses, there was power in the range. 19 blocks cutters overpowering them planes. They left all them towers up in flames. I never look at 24 hours just the same. Bitch, I'm Jack Bauer mixed with black power. You a mixture of that crack powder and Mr. Matt Lauer. Hashtag Mr. Me Too. You met Red Pillar, I suggest that you niggas meet Blue.
Yo, in the land of the brave, in the home of the giants, I was COVID compliant, she was COVID defiant. That was potent, reliant, we exposed in these tyrants. Composed to the science, we not posed to no trying. Controlling the climates, yeah, we mold these environments. Scientists with client lists, Midas touch with iron fists. Holding arms, only way to catch these gems is with an open palm. Equestrians on open farm, potent on that potent wand. Rolling farms, coat of arms, Olympian. Kicked in doors, waving 44s. They wouldn't let me in. Shit, we talking like a thespian, walking like pedestrians. It's my requiem, take you out front and center like ESPN. In the middle of the action, spitting with a passion. You get riddled if you passing. Shit, no dribble, we just passing off the scribble, we just cashing. Expand the vote, play above the rim. Earl a goat, man a goat. I turn for man a hole, can a go. Let them hammers go, split your cantaloupe. Not even Amber Rose can stop me from slut shaming all these bitch niggas. Yeah, your man's a hoe, the only antidote to split his cantaloupe. Leave you bloody like an antelope with Serengeti's. Get ready, shit, no introductions necessary. We legendary, yeah, the story still unfolds. Yeah, they taking up like secretaries. Yeah, the heart is like the message heavy. About that life, but what we rep is deadly. Mystics in the forest, scientific winners, more rich. All the shit I spit historic. Like every day is February. Shit, you like it, I adore it. Shit, I write it, then record it. Recite it, then perform it. Excitement, I'm all for it. Biting shit, walrus shit.
Yeah. We here now, look around. Stone Mountain. Ancestors in the wind. It's the gathering. What more can they say?
Yeah. We rise through the smoke, step on ancient stone, blood in the roots, but we claim this throne. Drums in the distance, voices in the air, every shade, every tribe, yeah, we all right here. From the crabs in the bucket to the peak we climb, truth in the circle, can't block the shine. Whitewash pages, we rewrite those lines at the top of the mountain, we redefine. Yo, Masons can't fake this, no fear factor. Unified frequency, we the real reactors. Talk to the elders, wisdom came faster. Now the youth carry torch, light moves past you.
We all gather now, let the healing begin. Ancestors smile while the flags unfurl.
Look, root races met at the peak today. Polarian, Hyperbarian paved the way. Atlantean echoes through the stones we lay. Now crystalline visions in the sun rays.